Hey guys, welcome to the Dead Troop Podcast. My name's Jimmy.
Dawn.
Beauregard Shag Nasty.
There you go. We're lucky enough to have Brandon here, not with us tonight. Mr. Brandon Hardison.
Yo, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
In the group. There you go, guys. So we're still waiting on Mr. Casey. He's running about 15 minutes late like normal. It's okay, though. We still love him. So how are we doing tonight, Brandon?
Doing all right. How about y'all? What are y'all up to?
Kind of sitting around having fun on here, man.
Yeah, what's Steven doing?
From Halloween.
I'm trying to share our post here.
Christy Stanford said hello. Christy Stanford said hello. We got a bunch of people in the group. Cherry says hello. So can you introduce us to your friend you have next side you tonight?
Yeah, it's my buddy Gypsy. She came along for the
Mr.
ride.
Gypsy. Check him out.
Hold on. There we go. Hey, Gypsy.
He don't care. It's like whatever.
No. She just wants me to rub her. That's all she wants me to do.
It's a girl, not a boy. Aww.
There you go. Very beautiful.
Like, I want to be on the show.
Yep. I got to get her a part in a movie.
There you go.
So let's go over some of the stuff you've been on before. Name us some of the movies you've been on. I know we could know a couple of them. We know the Halloween movie and Walking Dead. What else you been in?
Been in Under the Dome, MacGyver. Me and my wife got married on Say Yes to the Dress Atlanta. Sorry, my dog keeps nudging me. Been in The Walking Dead, The Walking Dead World Beyond, and just recently Halloween Kills.
And Magic Mike.
Yeah.
I loved your role in Magic Mike. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, man, it was a blast. I had fun doing it. Very excited to be part of the, the production.
I got you. You was a stunt double for Matthew McConaughey, right?
Or the everybody says the T-1000.
Mm-hmm. There you go. What you got, Miss Dawn? You got any questions?
What did you think about being on the set of World Beyond?
Well, I really, at my first day on World Beyond, I didn't even know what it was about, really. I mean, I just knew it was about, I knew it was The Walking Dead, but I didn't really know what it was about because I got there and I saw these characters and there were kids running around and I had no clue who they were because, the season, this was the first season, and I had no clue who any of the characters were. They're all new faces. You go on The Walking Dead, you see everybody there. You see Rick, you see you see all the main characters, and oh, I know who these guys are, but World Beyond, you didn't know who they were.
So did it have kind of a different vibe than The Walking Dead? Even though, were you a walker on there?
Yeah, I was empty on World Beyond, and we filmed that up in Virginia, and it was we filmed during a couple days. It was really cold, but we mainly filmed from kind of the similar schedule like the Walking Dead films. It was 80, 90, 100 degrees. A couple days we filmed, and it was really hot, just like me and Steven, we worked in the sanctuary a lot, and it was really, really hot in those locations.
Hell yeah.
Same thing, being out on out in the fields and being in the Commonwealth on World Beyond.
Everybody thinks you're lucky if you get to work in the studio inside, but Brandon can attest to that. Like, they couldn't run the air conditioner because the microphones would have picked up the hum, and then like they had that furnace going sometimes. Man, it was crazy.
Yeah, that furnace. I mean, it'd be 85, 90 degrees outside, and inside was hotter. We sweat all day long till you couldn't even sweat anymore.
And then when they threw that doctor in the fire, they threw the dummy part of him in the fire. Man, that shit smoked like crazy. It was like unbearable, like burn your eyes.
Yeah, it was extremely hot, and I mean, you'd see people pass out. You know, just like anything, you know, if you're a
Don't be
walker,
telling on my passed out now.
you didn't pass out. I saw your tall.
That's how we
Jumping
met.
about.
I passed out and you gave me mouth to mouth and I woke up and I was like,
Jesus Christ.
Brandon.
Now I was the after party, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the after party.
You got any questions, Mr. Steven?
We already talked about it. I was gonna say, do you remember the first time we met, which was on set? That was what day was that? What were we filming that day?
I think it was season 7, episode 7. It was oh, which one was it? It was
it the doctor scene? Or was it
trying to
where they
remember.
burned the savior with the
Yeah, that was
iron?
it. When they burned the savior with the iron. That was our first day on set together. And then so you worked, I believe you worked one episode before I did, if I'm not mistaken, when you first started.
I worked on episode 3, the cell. That was my first one.
Yeah, I worked on season 7, episode 7 was my first one. And then, you know, I worked season 7, episode 11, and then season 8, I worked every episode except one. And then season 9, I worked a lot, and then season 10, I worked a lot too. You know, I think I worked more in season 8 and season 9 than I did anything.
Yeah, they decided they didn't want me no more after season 7, man.
It was that beard, man. If you'd have shaved it off, you'd have probably been all right.
Yeah, no, I would go back, but I did it like I think Brandon started out that way too. Just kind of did it because we were fans of the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did it because I was a fan of the show.
Woo,
What's up, Casey? Yeah, I did it because I was a fan of the show, and I was like, you know what? I mean, me and my wife, we were going back and forth. We got married on Say Yes to the Dress Atlanta, and then she started working on TV shows like Nashville, Good Behavior, The Originals, and I was like, you know what? I got to get on The Walking Dead because we loved it and we're real big fans of it. And you know, one day I got a text message like, "Hey, we need you in a couple days. Are you available?" And I didn't think twice about it. You know, I just went ahead and went down. I didn't know, you know, exactly what was going to happen, and then that's when I worked with Steven on set, and that was fun. And then once, you know, I went through the whole season 7, season 8, I was a walker a lot of times. Season 9, they used me as a walker and a whisperer, and you know, so on and so forth. And Hilltop.
You know what I'm curious about?
What's that?
The Say Yes to Dress. How real was that? Like, did they coach you on what to say sometimes?
Well, my wife did all the interviews and stuff. She was she went down to Clyde something, I don't know what it is, but it's right there in Sandy Springs, Georgia is where she filmed. And we had a couple videographers at her wedding, and they did the whole deal. And you know, it was, for her, it was a long process, you know, too, because she went to Georgia and filmed a couple of days. They try to start up stuff like, you know, within the family to make you have a little bit of a conflict.
That's what I
reality
figured.
TV.
I knew somebody else that was on that show, and it seemed like they did the same thing.
Yeah, everything can be great, you know, and then all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, they'll tell your mom or somebody like, hey, make fun of the dress or tell them that you absolutely hate it."
Oh, and that's funny that you say that, because the other person I know, she was in the dress, and somebody in her family said she looked like a linebacker, and that's what it started.
Good.
Yeah, that's they will get you, man, and they like drama, so you know that's how reality TV is. They're going to stir it up, and you know, we were she was mentioning to me that they were getting ready, or they were doing a another Say Yes to the Dress, like a vow renewal or something that, you know, we were thinking about being part of at some point. But we'll see what happens. I'm always down.
Questions for Brandon, Mr. Casey?
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey.
What's up, brother?
Hey, good to see you, Brandon. Thanks for coming on, man. I'm excited to have you.
Buddy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ask Casey about his shirt, Brandon.
What's your shirt say, man?
It's him, dog.
What? I don't even have a shirt with my face on it.
What's up?
Jeez.
Yes.
Yeah, we have if you go into our actual store, there is pictures of all of us in different shirts. We have one for everybody now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I gotta get one of those Casey shirts.
Yeah, we
I
have the
know.
intro
Yeah,
with
man.
zombies and stuff on one shirt too, like a comic book page. It's kind of cool.
Get with Steven, gotta get one of those Crookshank shirts.
Yeah.
I wore my Steven shirt at the viewing party a few weeks ago.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
was
saw
awesome.
this old, it was like a painting of the war. And I was looking closely at the painting and I'm like, dude, that guy looks just like Steven.
He had it. He had the beard and everything.
No way.
Yeah, and I
it-
texted him a photo. I was like, dude, is this your daddy? It was black and white. I mean,
Hey,
I
what
swear
did I
it had to
say?
been him. You were like, it was your Uncle Crookshank.
That's what I told him. I was like, no, man, that's my uncle.
That's funny. Did you guys already talk Halloween kills?
No, not really.
Nope.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
That's what I want to talk about, Brandon. So talk about
Yeah,
your
man.
experience.
Dude, it was a blast. It was crazy. Like most of the time when you work on shows, you get like an email or something like, hey, you'll like, hey, what's your availability? That day I got a phone call and it was a very short one. And I saw it come up like a local number from near where I'm from. And they were like, hey, go check your email. We need to know something as soon as possible. You've been director picked for this role on Halloween. I was like, okay. So I checked it and they said I've been director picked for one of the 1978 police officers in the flashback scenes.
Cool.
I was like, whoa, because you keep hearing rumors and you heard rumors even before they started filming, there was going to be, a flashback scene. They were going to have a CGI Dr. Loomis in it. And so I was like, okay, cool, man. I mean, this is epic. I'm not going to miss this. I don't even care what I got to do. If I got to call in sick to work, I'm going down there. And so, I told my boss, she was like, sure, you go right ahead and go do that, man. That's pretty awesome. And I got down there, really didn't know what scene we were filming. And then they were like, hey, first thing we did when we got on set, they were like, come with us. We're going to go to rehearsal. And I went inside of this huge studio. And when I walked in, it was a whole streetscape. And then I noticed, I was like, holy crap, that is the Michael Myers house in a building. I'm talking about the whole build. I mean, the whole building was full of a streetscape. And there was the Michael Myers house at the very end of the street.
So all that was in the studio?
That was all inside of a studio.
Wow.
That was insane.
Wow.
The police cars, everything's inside the studio. All that was filmed inside the studio.
That's crazy.
So, like, the trees, you got the big oak trees in it. All of them are made out of foam. The walls, they actually have like spray painted trees on it. And I was like, how can this look real? But when they started dimming the lights and they actually like used a little bit of maybe some wind or, those type of things, I was like, man, it felt just like you were outside. And we filmed this, I believe it was November 2018 when we filmed it.
Oh, wow.
And it was just like you were standing outside. And what was really funny, I was kind of like, when I walked in the studio, they have, the chairs like the director sits in, and then they have all the talent sitting. And I obviously saw a chair and it said The Shape on it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm working with Michael tonight. So that was a blast. That was fun.
That's
I enjoyed it. But the funniest thing that happened, we were filming those scenes over and over and over. And then all of a sudden I'm walking around behind the police cars and I trip over this pumpkin laying on the ground full of candy. And I'm like, who leaves a pumpkin full of candy laying on the ground? I didn't even realize, hey, that was a pumpkin that the kid dropped when he saw Michael and took off running. And I tripped over and kicked candy all over the ground. And then the production people kept coming up and resetting it. And they were like, don't kick the pumpkin. And I was like, I accidentally tripped over it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was cool though. But inside of that house, it was finished just like a normal house was. You walk inside of it, it's got an upstairs, downstairs. We filmed a lot that didn't make the movie. So I'm hoping that the extended cut, there'll be a lot more that's going to be added into it that was some pretty cool stuff that we filmed.
Oh, cool, man.
All right, guys. We only asked Brandon any questions in the lobbies. Feel free to. Anything at all.
Yeah,
Go ahead, guys.
those sets get crazy. I stumbled onto one when I was filming for Stranger Things, like in a warehouse, and it was like the outside of a house. I don't think the inside was done, but it was like the street and like trees, and it looked like it was outside.
Well, it's like the sanctuary where me and you filmed inside of, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a real location. I mean, they had meat hanging up. I mean, they had cans, beans, I mean, cots, everything.
People cutting bread, like selling rolling papers. I remember that was my favorite. I always walked to that stand. I walked to that stand every time.
That's crazy.
One time they gave me an apron. I had an apron on in there, and I was like selling bread or something one time, I think it was.
Yeah, they had me shopping for a jacket one time, and I like it's when they bring Eugene in.
No way.
Yeah, like the whole scene didn't make it, but I like dropped down and picked up a jacket, and it's like a leather jacket, like a black leather jacket, like Negan's kind of.
Okay.
And I like look like I'm out haggling the lady about it, and then I just throw it down. But that didn't make it. That never made it. You see me walking still, but you don't make it to the part where I pick up the jacket.
The Hilltop was like real too. I mean, everywhere you had horses in the Hilltop, you had chickens. I mean, you had real. All the tools we were using were real. You know, they weren't plastic. Other than they, you remember when the Whisperers cut the tree down and it fell on the walls of the Hilltop, and they had a lot of us out there cutting it up. Well, they kind of ran out of certain tools to cut it up with, like an axe. They ended up giving me, I think I had a big hammer or something they gave me. They were like, act like you're cutting it down. I'm like, I got a hammer. They were like, do it anyway. That's whacking a tree with a hammer.
Hey guys, we got our first fan question. Mr. William Bell wants to know.
Oh, thank you, William. Yes, I'm really waiting for this one.
Oh, yeah, you go. Did you get a SAG voucher since you were director selected?
And I did not get one. Did you get one for 31?
You can answer if you want to, William. It's fine.
Oh, I don't know.
Nope, I did not get one.
What you gotta do to get a SAG card? That brings up a good question.
Hell, I don't know. I never even tried.
I'd like to get one, but I ain't never had no lines or nothing.
Mr. William Bell said, yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Well,
So is everyone else. They're very proud of you here. Love you, William.
what'd you say again? I couldn't hear you. I'm just stirring it up. It's okay.
So crazy.
He said you should have. They should have hooked you up since you were director selected.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to get one of those, I think, man. Like,
Okay.
and don't you have? I don't know. I know you gotta have like, I don't know. I have no clue. I just do background as a hobby. I don't know.
Right. You get an IMDb page out of that?
I don't know. I had never looked. I got a Walking Dead wiki thing me and Brandon do. I think everybody, every extra on the show has one.
Yeah, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of y'all on there. That's awesome.
Yeah, I have somebody, they send me a message. Thanks, William, for sending me a message. I'll read it later.
And I don't even know. I don't even know how these people get the information that do that page, because man, they had some. I mean, nothing personal. It was just they knew their stuff. Like when it come to my appearances and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like it was
That's
crazy.
because they're outside your front door right now waiting for you, Steve. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I think I may have met the dude before. Hadn't you, Brandon? Is his name like Matthew?
I think so. I think there's a
McConaughey?
couple of them.
I don't know.
I mean, it's cool though, you know, because I mean, I have some reach out to me every now and then. They're like, "Hey, do you know this guy?" They'll send me a screenshot of somebody, and because they know I'm in a certain group, and ask me, "Do I know who this person is?" And you know, sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't, and then I'll try to lead them to somebody else that may have been there a few more days than I have been. You know, like you know, somebody I might think Steven might know, and I'll send it to him and go, hey, do you know who this person is? And that's how they identify everyone.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
cool. You know, get to see, you can Google yourself and find yourself all over the internet.
It is pretty cool because background doesn't get the credit that they should, man.
I have another fan question. Want
Is
to
it from
know
William
what's the
again?
best thing about being in Halloween and what's the best thing about being in The Walking Dead?
Halloween, just, you know, I just got to work with all the, you know, the legends that were up there, you know, when I was there. I mean, you had David Gordon Green directing, you know, he's directed, you know, with, you know, the other 2018, you know, Halloween, and he's directed a lot of other, you know, big shows and stuff. And I'm hearing, I don't know if he's doing the Hellraiser, the new Hellraiser one they're trying to do. They're getting ready to do a reboot of that. And I heard something about, I think he's directing a new Halloween coming out too, Halloween Ends, when they start filming. You know, and then I saw Nick Castle, you know, while on set. You see all the, you know, the Michaels. I mean, a lot of the Michaels were out there that night I was filming because you had the new guy. He was actually playing the flashback scenes, and his name was Aaron. I think it was Aaron. Is that it? Yeah, the new guy. I saw him. You know, just like I didn't have a chance to talk to him much because we were all busy filming that night. But I mean, we all got to eat dinner together, all that kind of stuff. Cause we had a very small crew, so everybody got to eat with the directors and the producers and everybody. And you know, we had a busy night. That whole flashback scene that we filmed when Michael came out of the house and the police officers getting out of the car, and we filmed all that one night.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So they filmed. If I'm not mistaken, they said they're going to film the new Halloween Ends in 3 months, is what I'm hearing. So, you know, you're looking at 90 days to film a whole movie.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So I know this one pushed along fast too, because I got a couple castings for it and I was holding off for the right part. And then, you know, I got something for it. So I know it was a very short one.
Right.
The Walking Dead, you know, the main thing is I just got to meet a lot of cool people, you know, met a lot of friends, you know. I met Casey, I met you. I mean, I met all you guys. I mean, I met Dawn, I met Jimmy and Steven. I met all you guys through this. So, you know, if I wouldn't have done, you know, The Walking Dead, I've never met you guys.
Right.
That's
so I met a lot of good friends out of
it. Have another fan question. Who's your favorite character in The Walking Dead?
Let's see. Well,
Beth. It's Beth, ain't it?
Yeah. No, I mean, I work with a lot of them, and
that's cool.
I like Morgan, you know, Lenny James. Lenny James is a good dude. You know, we were out filming a bunch of times, and he at the end of the day, or you know, even between takes, he'll come over, chit chat with you in his British voice, and you know, we're all just talking. And at the end of the day, he's thanking everyone. Same thing with Andrew Lincoln. You know, we filmed his last day on set. You know, we filmed when, you know, we were chasing the horse. You know, I was a walker chasing his horse down the road all day long. And then at the end of the day, he's just sitting on his horse, just like looking over all the zombies and just like shaking his head. Yes. Like he just had so much fun doing it. And, you know, super nice guy.
Wow. You were there on his last day of filming. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, that was cool. You know, the walkers you see that's chasing him on a horse, there's probably maybe 40 of us, but it looks like thousands of us. They CG'd a lot of that. So that was a very long day in the Georgia heat, 90 degrees, and we walked miles and miles and miles down that road because it was a very narrow road, and the bus carried us all the way to the end of it, let us out, and then the bus took off down the highway and then went to the other end of it. So we had to basically walk from one end to the other end just to get back to the bus.
Wow.
And they were riding on a gator, and then the horse, Andrew, you know, he was riding the horse. And then some of the scenes, they actually did cutaway shots of his face. It was a fake horse that he would sit on, and it was attached to like a four-wheeler, and they just drove him along, and they got those cool shots of his face and those cutaway shots, but it was a fake horse that he was on.
Huh.
Wow, that's interesting.
Like, with an ATV. Yeah, he was riding on an ATV on a fake horse.
Wow.
You got
Yeah, it was
another
kinda fun.
Got another fan question now. If you had a choice, would you rather play a good guy or a bad guy?
I like playing bad guy. You know, I talked to I talked to the guy. I'm drawing a blank right now. Plays the governor. He
David.
told me. Yep. He told me. He said,
Morrissey.
the good thing is about Morrissey. He told me the good thing is about playing the bad guy. You get all the cool toys. So you
Right?
get the guns, you get the dress bad and all that stuff.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
But I always get picked to be a cop for some reason. That's what it seems like anyway.
Next question. Do you have a favorite film experiences on The Walking Dead or other?
It's hard to say really because I hate to say, when you're filming, it's so hot out there. You're burning up.
It's not fun, is it?
God, it ain't fun at that point.
I mean, it's cool, but it's not that fun sometimes.
I remember my first time. I always said I would never do this again because, it was
There were
tough.
so many times I said the same thing.
Yeah, and then I did. I was like, me and Steven was in the sanctuary, and then after that, they sent me something, want me to be a walker, and I said, okay, cool, I'll do that. Didn't realize that day they were going to give me. I was one of the. They were doing wide shots, and there was a ton of us, and they gave us the full head zombie, and it went all the way around your neck, and it was like strangling you, and it was 100 degrees outside, and I said I would never do that again. And then turn around 3 weeks later, I'm doing it again.
Wow.
Nice.
Kind of addictive, you just keep doing it over and over and over, even if you tell yourself you're not doing it. And then the Whisperer stuff though, that had to be the hottest and just the nastiest that I've ever been on set. I had all this fake dirt in my hair, I had it all over my face. It was just nasty.
Oh wow.
Wow. And they want to know favorite moment on set, something memorable.
Oh God, I can't say it, Steven. You know what I'm talking about. You remember the sanctuary?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but there was a couple moments I was just thinking about in my head.
Oh man,
Say it. I don't know if it's one of the ones I'm thinking about or not.
This is the dead truth. So speak the truth.
Yeah.
oh come on. I won't call names. I'm not
If
gonna
you'll
call
remind
names.
me of it, I'll say it.
Truth or dare.
Okay. I'm not calling names on this.
Fair
But
enough.
me and Steven was in there that day, and I would say about 3/4 way through the day, this person, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, was getting ready to hit the doctor with Lucille, and this person farted.
I do remember that.
Yeah, and then he just busted out laughing. He's got Lucille in his hand, and everybody is laughing. So when you go and look at, so season 7, you look at the photos they shared, and you can see Norman laughing. You see all the Saviors standing around laughing. That's what they were laughing about.
What
that
they're
person
laughing at?
farted. Yeah, that person farted about time he was getting ready to hit the doctor with Lucille.
No
And
way.
that was it. Filming stopped for a few minutes, and then after he
Wow.
caught his breath, and after we did too, he ended up going through the process.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Steven, you remember that?
I'm pretty sure I do.
That's funny.
What was your favorite?
I don't know, man. There was
No, this is the Dead Truth podcast. You got to say it.
yeah, there was a couple.
Yup.
There was we were shooting a scene when Negan said that he was giving us extra rations. You remember that, Brandon?
Yep.
I think you were there.
Yep. That was Carl was there too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And like we were supposed to like celebrate kind of, but
Yep.
we were supposed to say something in particular.
We followed the rules to live, and then we supposed to, like, some of them celebrated, and then we're all like kneeling down to them. Is that the one you're talking about?
Well, I just remember these two dudes, they came up in their head to give each other high fives, and like the director like completely embarrassed them. Like was
Oh,
like,
no.
did we tell you to do anything extra like that? Like,
Oh,
you know what I mean? She was like, just do exactly as you're told and no extra and
Mhm.
all this. And it was just that was kind of funny because you don't do that. You don't improvise. Like, you know what I mean? You're there
Right,
to do what they
right.
tell you pretty much. And then I don't know, were you there? You were there that day that Josh McDermott. Okay, so this is really some dead truth, I guess. Josh McDermott, they had brought him into the sanctuary, and Negan had came out to do the whole thing to the doctor, and he was supposed to kneel with everybody.
Yeah.
And the director, I don't know who she was. I did not like her. I guess it was a director, but she was saying he should kneel in unison with everybody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Josh McDermott was like, no, Eugene, this is his first time to the sanctuary. He's not going to know to kneel on his, because we had to do like kneeling classes kind of. We had to go down on the left knee and rest our arm on our elbow on the right knee. And Josh McDermott was like, no, he wouldn't know how to kneel, you know, and he said he should do it awkwardly. And like they argued about it for like a minute, man. And
No
finally,
way.
I think McDermott was just like, I'm going to do it this way. And it ended up, they did it that way. And I mean, it makes sense.
It does make sense. He's right.
Yeah.
Oh, one of another moment that I really hated. And I mean, it sucked for all of us. We were walking down the road. That was the same day, I think, with Rick's last episode. There were some people out there that was cutting up. How they got to be a zombie, I don't know. They shouldn't even have been there the way they were acting. But what they did was they were in the very back. And as we're walking down the road, they started doing the Michael Jackson Thriller.
Oh,
And that was the worst thing you could do, especially when they're filming. It's almost 100 degrees. Everybody is mad.
You're
because
wasting their money.
you're wasting time and money. Yeah.
They stopped it. I thought somebody was going to get hurt. They grabbed those people and they made all of us stand on the side of the road, and they made them walk down the center of the road. And it was like it was a walk of shame. They walked everybody right between everybody, and they're kicking all these people off because they started doing that. They put them on the bus and sent them home.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep, and I'm glad they did too, because you know it was 100 degrees and we were burning up. And I mean, they just had a little dirt on their face because they were so far in the back. But the people that were up front that had the prosthetics and the eyes, or the people even with the full mask, we were burning slam up there. And those guys made us end up having to reshoot that over multiple times. Probably even cost us an hour in filming that day.
Being on set as background is weird. You gotta when I was there, I wanted to keep my head down. You know what I mean? And like you got to watch who you make friends with. You got people like he's talking about. Like I don't know. It's a different group of people. Like there's a very mixed. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yep.
Sure. Got one more question for you, Brandon. Says, what's your favorite souvenir you got to keep from filming?
We didn't get to keep anything. I wish we did. I showed up a bunch of days, and I had like me and Steven, we were in a sanctuary. We were used a lot. My shirt actually had my name written in the very back of it.
Mine too,
had my full name in it.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, cool, my name is in it. Maybe they'll give it to me, when we get done filming. And then time goes along. I got to be one of the Hilltop. I had my name in the back of my shirt in the Hilltop. Didn't get it. Then got over to the Whisperers. And I got to do some pretty cool. They gave me a flame retardant shirt one time because I got to work with the archers, the ones that shoot flames and stuff in the Hilltop. And my name was on that stuff. I didn't get it, but the only thing I did get was I wore my own boots. So at least I did carry something back. I wore for 5 seasons my own boots. So
they were yours. Oh wow!
The only thing I snuck out was how they had. It's very small, but you know how they have those little tags on your wardrobe that say your name and what you are. Like this is just a little tag with a safety pin, and it just made its way into my personal jeans pocket. You know what I mean? Like,
I got some bullet casings. I did get some bullet casings from episode 100.
Okay.
Yeah, they were shooting, and everybody was picking them up, and I stuck a couple in my pocket, and I got a couple bullet casings. So that was well, that's cool.
I tried to get some bullet casings. I think you were in line with me that time when they were out there shooting that gun.
Yeah.
And there was bullet casings left, and this dude grabbed them all and was like, "You can't take these home. You got to give them back to the production." And I was just kind of like, "What? Kindergarten, dude?" Like,
you're like, "Did I hear you something? Is someone talking?"
Right.
Next
I've
question.
Go ahead. Those pictures. Do we want to go through Brandon's pictures that he gave us?
Cool.
Can we do one more question?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
the pictures?
Yeah, right on.
Let's see. I'm gonna go over a couple of them. What was the most difficult scene you were in, and then we'll go to the pictures.
I'm trying to think which one that would have been. Okay, so I've been in several like ones that you couldn't say much about it, and I think that's probably one of the most difficult thing that you can be in. And that was when Simon got killed in the sanctuary. You know, Negan jumps on top of him and strangles him. You know, we all knew he was dead, but then you had some people that liked Simon. They liked the Saviors, and then I was like, oh, they're gonna be heartbroken when they find out Simon's dead. But the thing is, you get to know these things almost a year before they air. So you know, you got to take these things with you and not tell anyone. And that could be kind of difficult, but I mean, you got to do it. You know, I mean, I'm a fan of The Walking Dead, and I would hate to know who died in the episode when I'm getting ready to watch it.
Right.
You know, things like that. That's probably the most ones that it's hard to kind of do. And then the next one, I got to be a walker when they did it was an old cabin in the woods, and I was walking through these trees and bushes and all this stuff. And then later on, I'm driving home. My legs start burning, and I'm like, okay, am I allergic to the clothes they put me on? Did they wash it in something? I might be allergic to it. Nope. I had hundreds and hundreds of bites of chiggers.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That was, ow. I can feel it right now.
That's crazy.
How about you, Steven?
what was the question?
The most difficult scene you had.
Oh, I don't know. Mine wasn't that complex. They throwing the doctor in the fire, like Brandon said, it wasn't emotionally difficult. It was more heat difficult. Like it was hot, and it was smoky in there for when they were throwing him in the dummy. Like, yeah, it was difficult.
Oh, that wasn't real?
Oh, well, dang, man. I'm giving away secrets.
Spoiler.
Well, they actually did throw him in the furnace though, not lit, with a light in there, and he actually cut his hand up. I remember that, Steven?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I did one of the other most difficult thing I did working on set was when I worked on Halloween and going on, you see some of these Halloween websites, and everybody's like, oh, Michael Myers, actually talking about Dr. Loomis, he's CG'd, and I'm like, thinking in my head, no, he's not. I worked with him on set. He is another guy, and they put prosthetics on him to make him look like the real Dr. Loomis.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so
he did look like him. I was wondering how they did that.
Yeah, they did. They had some. I think he was background, if I'm not mistaken. But he looked just like Dr. Loomis, and they put prosthetics on him. And
wow,
when I got there, I was like, I saw him, and I was like, hold up, I thought he was dead in real life. Right? I mean, really, I did. I thought he was. I knew. I was just kind of stumped a little bit, and then I realized that it was somebody else, and they actually made him look like him.
Wow. I thought he was dead too. That's why I was, wondering how they did it.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. All right, well, let's put your pictures up that you sent us.
Cool.
Who's that guy?
I know. Look, he doesn't have any hair.
I noticed that.
Wow. Yeah, they told me on The Walking Dead, like I put in forever. I didn't have any hair, and then I was told, like, you're not gonna get up there if you don't have hair. And then I grew my hair out, and then I got on The Walking Dead.
No
There you
way.
go.
Mhm.
No
Yep.
way.
Unless it's naturally balding, you're not going to get on TV.
Was it naturally grown back, or is this a toupee?
Yeah, it's a toupee. I glued it down. I made sure it didn't blow anywhere.
That's hilarious.
Well, who's that guy?
Now this looks like a promo shot.
Yeah.
This looks like Farmer Brandon so he just caught somebody with his daughter.
Right.
Yeah. I just
That's
called
the
your ass
wedding.
come
That's
out
the
the
wedding.
window.
What is this a promo or is this fan made or?
No, that's some of my that's some of the pics I have at my tables when I go to different cons and stuff. Some of the stuff I signed.
Who did those for you?
Friend Josh Potter here in Greenville, North Carolina.
Okay.
Okay. No, that's a really good photo, dude.
Yeah, actually, I wore that shirt on The Walking Dead though. I forgot that is one of the shirts I got to keep. That was actually my own shirt, and I dirtied it up and brought it, and they were like, "Oh, it looks good. You're gonna wear it today."
Well, look at you. Now you're prop master too. All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shirt.
And you didn't get a SAG award? Come on.
Yeah, I know, right? Ah.
Whoa.
No, that was Walking Dead World Beyond. So they started that off in season 1 of World Beyond. You saw a lot of zombies or empties that didn't have prosthetics on. And they're basically like, your fresh kills. They had people come at the Commonwealth. You remember the zombies the empties, they busted into the wall. They came in and started attacking people at the Commonwealth. And during, what do they call it? I forgot, some kind of celebration day. And that's what they did to me during their celebration day.
Okay. I didn't know you were on World Beyond.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I worked.
Quick question that we have to ask everybody. I know it's cool that you were on it, but do you enjoy the show? Watching it?
It's a little different than The Walking Dead.
All right.
It's getting good, Steven. It's getting good.
We just got to ask every guest. I just want to get a poll.
No, it was fun. It has been good. I mean, I kind of enjoy it. Something different. I don't know the characters. Some of the characters you might think might be a little corny, but I'm interested in seeing how season 2 is going to do with bringing back Jadis and kind of bridging that gap over.
Well, let me just say, I've heard Jadis has showed up and everything, so that they get a point with me for that, because I really thought that they were going to wait until like the finale and show her at the end and then pick it up in another show or something. So they get points.
She's been in 2.
That's what I'm saying.
This new episode reveals a lot.
They definitely get an extra point from me for doing that. So.
And Brandon, where do they film World Beyond?
Near Richmond, Virginia. South, a little town called Hopewell, Virginia.
Okay.
And we filmed in what was the name of it? I think it was like University of Virginia where we filmed at. So the day we filmed this, they were having, it was Monument Day. That's what they called it.
Monument Day, yep.
Yeah, on the back side to be the front of their, like, where they're having their celebration is the back side of one of the like class halls, at I think it was University of Virginia. So while we were filming, they were still having classes.
That's crazy.
We walked around to the other side, and there was people driving by. There was I think it was University of Virginia, but the buses were driving by, and they were loaded with carrying people, dropping them off, and people were out there doing Facebook Lives and taking photos of us. And I mean, it was just a normal day for them at school, except for zombies everywhere.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, that was Whisperer, far right top. World Beyond, bottom right corner.
Oh,
you can see me a little bit.
I see your head. I see the
That's you behind. Okay, I see you right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. You got to do the sometimes the famous bathroom photos, because you're not allowed to take photos a lot of times on set, especially when you first start off. Like, they don't recognize you on set. They may not know who you are. And it kind of got relaxed a little bit towards the last 2 seasons of The Walking Dead, where they let you carry your phones in the hold and, that kind of thing.
I was wondering about that. Cool.
Yeah. World Beyond, I've seen walkers walking around, and then her phone pop out of her back pocket, and they were like, "Hey, sir, your phone fell out."
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they're a little bit lenient on that. Oh yeah, that top right corner, that's the cabin I was telling you about, where I got all the chiggers. That was the Evil Dead cabin. When they did the throwback to it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Oh, and there you go, bottom right hand corner. Remember that story I told you about that person farting? Yeah, that's it right there. You see everybody laughing?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep, that's it right there.
That's
No
great.
way.
Yep. And then there's Rick on the horse, and that one I was talking about a few minutes ago, and I'm the walker just to the right of him in the striped shirt.
Right here?
Okay.
Yeah, that's me right there.
Oh,
No way. Okay, so that's you right here then. Okay.
Yep. And then you see right above my head, that's all CG. So, you know, they CG'd all those people in there.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Like all
Yeah.
these.
Yeah, all that's CG.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is this you right here beside Negan?
Let's see. Yep. Let's see.
Yeah. That's that one where you just look like a dirty dude.
Yeah. You remember people were tagging me in it. And then they were like, "Oh, look, this dude must have just got been bit or something."
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got a lot of other photos of that too. But that was the shitting pants episode when he, you know, comes out. So hope you got your shit pants on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was funny. We all got the same kind of shirt on.
That's cool.
Oh, okay, sweet.
And hey, look, William took that photo for me, the one on the left.
Okay.
There you go.
William Bell.
That's World Beyond right there.
Nice.
Couldn't see anything. I think the eye holes. I had one eye, I think, that worked. Like it was open and the other one was completely shut up. So it was kind of like walking around with one eye, like an eye patch on.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Couldn't see anything. That was
Yeah, what is this?
Under the Dome.
You were on Under the Dome?
Yep, that's Under the Dome. And that
No way, dude.
yeah. You see, I didn't have any hair.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Very cool.
Yep.
You were one of the bad dudes. Okay.
It's one of the bad dudes got the gun. The plastic looks like the plastic AK-47.
Ooh, this is crazy.
Yeah, those are hard to see. You can't hardly see anything, and it's hot and it's tight. That's just, and they're hard. I mean, this plastic isn't soft, so it rubs on your face. You sweat. It's like a bad Halloween mask when you wear it. You know, you're breathing and everything's getting fogged up.
Are the eyes part of the mask, or is that concept?
Yeah, eyes are part of the mask.
Okay.
How long will you wear this, Brandon?
You put it on, and yeah, you could take it off. Like, but when they start rolling,
yeah,
you put it on and leave it on until you quit rolling. I mean, it's 100 degrees and you can't take it off. And in between takes, you might be able to roll it up, but it takes two people to take it off because it's so tight around your neck.
Wow!
Wow!
Yeah, the production people come up and grab it from both sides and pull it over top of your head. Like they grab it from the back and pull it over the front.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's me in the striped shirt there.
Right here. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my bones.
That's you walking by? Okay.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
They gave me these bones, and what was funny?
Bone, dog. You
it's a big bone.
You look like you're going to Jurassic Park. Like they
you know,
like
it's funny. We filmed that scene, and I was just standing there, and they were like giving people things to do. They were like, "All right, dude, over here, you're gonna be picking up
a big old bone."
Yeah, they were like, "Dude, you're gonna be picking up crickets." The other person's gonna be digging for worms, and then they were like, "Hey, come over here and grab these bones." And I'm like, I found the two biggest bones in the pile. I want these bones.
Those are huge.
So they had a shot of me walking directly into the camera carrying these big bones. And then Greg looked at them and just shook his head. And he was like, "What the hell are these big ass bones here for?"
Right,
and,
that's what I was wondering.
That's like a Velociraptor
Yeah.
shin bone or something.
That's
then
crazy.
he walks over, he talks to Ron, and he goes, "Hey Ron, look, that's like we're gonna call this guy a caveman, you know, because I got these big bones. It's like a caveman."
Damn.
So they were just laughing it up, like looking at me, and then they're like, "Oh, whatever, just carry them through the shot. You're good."
Nice.
Yeah, and that was Whisperer. So yeah, they dirtied up my face kind of like Alpha and just put all the dirt all over my face.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
And that
cool.
that's my Whisperer mask. There was, I think, 40 masks.
You kind of look like Alpha in both of those shots.
I know.
Right? Alpha Brandon.
They had there's like I think there's 40 masks, and I heard they only retire one if they like super feature and they get killed, they retire the mask.
Oh.
My mask is number 35, so anytime I go on set, they ask me, you go to the trailer and they go, you just go, hey, I'm number 35, and they'll give you number 35. And I rode 35 out for 2 seasons.
Wow, man. That's crazy.
Cool.
That is very
They did
cool.
give me one mask, though, that kind of looked like Ron Perlman, but it didn't really fit. The eyes were way up here, and I couldn't pull it down. Every time I pulled it down, it rode right back up, so it looked real awkward.
Oh, okay. Oh. That's
It's
World Beyond again?
Yep. Oh, there you go. There's my Ron Perlman mask. You see how the eyes, it just looks weird.
Yeah, it does look weird.
Every time I pulled the mask out, it rode right back up just like that.
Wow. That's
crazy.
Weird.
Yeah, I like that shot there. That was kind of super creepy one. That's still number 35 that I wore.
Number 35. That's crazy.
Number 35. Yep. Yeah, you see the same ones, you see me or I know Jeff, he wore the same mask. Oscar wore the same mask. And they that other photo, I think, let's see, there was a shot. They did a single shot of us walking across, and people thought I was a whisperer. They were like, hey, this is probably one of the first whisperers on The Walking Dead. But I was empty. I was really super tired, and I was tired of walking that day. So I'll just end up probably walking like a normal person.
Nice.
Yeah, my friend took that photo there. So that was another
cool.
one you could sign.
Here we go.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Spoiler alert, they don't really throw him in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did throw the stuntman in there, but the fire wasn't lit when they threw the stuntman in.
Gotcha.
And when he came out, we saw blood on his hand. He actually got cut by some metal in there.
And then they threw a dummy after that. Remember that? Like a half a dummy?
Yep.
Oh,
and then they burnt the dummy. Mm-hmm. The dummy's legs were sticking out.
That's crazy.
They threw the dummy. His name was Steven.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. There I am again. It felt like somebody threw me in that fucking furnace that day.
It did.
Yeah.
I think that was.
Is this the same scene? That costume or?
No, that was Hilltop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was inside the Hilltop. So if you ever look in, see the Hilltop building from the outside, that's what it looks like on the inside. There's nothing in there. It's all gutted.
It's all facade. Yeah. That's nice.
Wow.
Yep, it's just it's 2 stories. You can go. I mean, our holding is upstairs. That's where we were sitting at, but it's just hot in there, and there's nothing. Yep, and that's not me snoring. That's my dog snoring. But yeah, that's number 35 still.
Number 35. Okay.
The World Beyond. Yeah, World Beyond.
Did that one have a number or?
No, that one didn't have a number. I just know it was hot, and it was in the 90s when we filmed up there that day, and just like anytime, you can't see through those things, so it's like walking around blind.
Right.
Oh yeah, I love working on that scene. That was fun. When they cut that woman's head off and
cool,
held it up to us and stuff. Yeah, that was me. You see that bottom photo? I'm to the left of her hand.
Right here.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
I was completely covered in dirt, and it was nasty. When you try to go clean everything off your face, at the end of the day, it doesn't come off. Even if they give you some kind of stuff that's almost like some kind of alcohol and something, and it just smears it all around.
Wow.
I got a BMW and tried to keep it clean, but I could find, where I had makeup in the car.
Oh, no.
Yeah, or one day I was pumping gas when I was coming back through South Carolina, and a person stopped and started looking at me, and I was like, "What are y'all looking at?" And I didn't realize I still looked like a whisperer,
Huh.
and they were probably like, "Oh man, this guy probably stole a car and took off with it."
Right. Right. Like that?
No. Yeah, like that one. I went to McDonald's like that one.
No
Like
way.
I think, actually, I don't know. Hold on, did I? No, I went to where did I go that day? I went to Popeyes. I went in and sat down and got something to eat.
Like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, that was in Virginia. I left Virginia and I made it up to, I think, like Emporia. And I just pulled over at Popeyes and walked inside, and they were looking at me, and I ordered my food, sat down and ate, and got my car and took off.
That is hilarious.
And there goes the building that I got so many chiggers, the house. That
Yeah.
was the Evil Dead house. It actually weren't the real Evil Dead house, but they did that throwback to Evil Dead.
Right.
That's one of
And,
my favorite scenes, man. I like that throwback to Evil Dead. Evil Dead's one of my favorite movies, or all of them.
That place was full of chiggers, man. I've never hurt so bad in my life. I mean, I thought I was going to go to the hospital when I got home because I was just ate up with chiggers.
Wow.
Yeah,
nice
there was an old
close-up
tree.
here.
They had us crawling across the old tree, and I didn't realize. I was like, "Oh, I don't need a bug spray," and then I found out when I got home.
There's Steven again.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
Steven. Uncle Crookshank.
Oh, there's a better shot of your face. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun day.
You look like a hobo.
Yeah,
It looked like he just woke up in the morning and rolled out of bed.
Right. I remember all the postings on Facebook when this episode aired.
He looks like he woke up and his house was on fire and he ran outside.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding, right? That's
that
funny.
was episode 100.
This
That
is-
day when they were coming out of mobile home, or they went into mobile home first, and we all act like we were trying to claw. We're clawing aside the walls.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was right up against the door, and then they were like, "All right, everybody, go in to the mobile home, like you're going after them, and you're gonna go after whatever." And here we are clawing the side of the mobile home, and everybody's pushing. I'm right against the wall, and there's probably 20 people thick, and they're all pushing me, and I'm like, I can't breathe. I was like I was getting mad because I couldn't move, and I was getting pushed, and
Oh wow, dude.
yeah, that wasn't fun.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there we go.
Closer shot of you. Yeah, I see you looking up.
Yeah, that was yeah, there goes my wife, Christina.
That's a good picture.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good picture.
We take a bath
Does it
once in a
say-
while.
Does that say yes to the dress, or is it just a real photo of y'all?
I think it's just a real photo of us. Yeah, I
Okay.
took a shower.
Nice.
I took a
It
shower.
happens there now.
Get
Man.
Yeah.
that makeup off.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
you.
look at that. Whoa.
That boy looking dapper right
that?
there.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
that. I think I'm gonna swipe right on this one.
I take a bath. I have to take a bath once in a while.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that was one of my
Right.
favorite ones.
Yeah, now we're getting into some of your photo ops you shared here.
Man, I love
Thank you.
those. Man, that was before I even got on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we bought that. Got that. My wife got that sheriff bag, and we were
Nice.
always told that
I have
they.
that bag. That bag's awesome.
Yeah,
bag
we
is
always
awesome.
we were told too. That a lot of the actors won't take photos with props and stuff. At that point, and I showed him the bag. He was like, "Oh crap, this is awesome!" And he held it up, and there's the photo.
That's awesome, man.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I like this cast photo here.
Yeah, I love that. That was the original cast photo, and the cool thing is, you get to actually meet some of these people, and this was way before I started working on The Walking Dead. I was going to Walker Stalker Con and all those
Yep.
cons, just having a
R.I.P.
blast.
That's so
That was
cool,
like
man.
what, the third Walker Stalker or the second one? Because Michael Rooker's there. He's the
I
third
don't
one.
remember which one this is. I know it was at least either the second or the third Walker Stalker. I didn't go to
Yeah.
the first one.
I think it was the third one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. What?
Oh
That's
yeah,
cool.
that's our a rap album cover there.
Nice.
There you go.
There
This
you
looks
go.
like it's in Chris's studio, right?
Yep, Chris's studio. My boy Oscar on the right.
Yep.
He does the camp event.
Yep.
And that's coming up in May. We're having a good time. I'm gonna be there this year again, and
Awesome.
that's one to, if anybody ever has a chance to go, to Sonoy, Georgia, May is a good time. October's a good time. He throws a hell of a party and awesome con. You had Charlie Brown there this year.
Yeah.
Several big actors. A lot of actors from The Walking Dead. The camp's the place to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
This was last week. Lady asked me to sign her car there. So
no way.
Cool.
yeah, I got
That's
a chance
cool.
to sign a couple of those recently.
I signed that too. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. I looked at it. I think I may have took a photo. I'll send it to you.
Sweet.
Cool.
Yeah, that was my little plastic knife. I got to be, whisperer.
Oh,
And,
cool. Okay.
What episode was that? I think that was the takeover of the Hilltop. We filmed that night. We're walking across the field, and some of us had props, and some didn't. And I was able to carry that knife with me, and
that backdrop, that sunset is beautiful.
Yeah, that's cool.
we
There you go.
yeah, my boy Rob Mack makes those pops.
Yeah, Rob Mack made that. Yeah, I love his stuff, man.
Yeah,
Sweet.
he made one of Steven too, didn't he?
Yeah, I got a few. I got the figure. I think you got one too, Brandon. The figure. I got a couple pops from the different stuff I've been
awesome.
Yeah, those are awesome. That was my Hilltop one because I was carrying my spear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was my boy with dead cards,
Yeah, man. I'm jealous of this one. This is sweet, dude.
Yeah. Check this out. Hold on. I'll show you something too. Look at this one. Hold on.
Ooh.
Yeah, my boy Mark with dead cards. Yeah, go check those bad boys out. I love those things, man. They're real popular with us guys.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We're trying to work on a Dead Truth podcast version.
Yeah, we're trying to get one.
So,
Brandon, I have a question for you. We talk about locations a lot on our show. As a fan, what is your favorite location of The Walking Dead?
Oh, let's see. Favorite one that I filmed or favorite one that I like?
As a fan.
That you like.
As a fan.
That you like.
Yeah.
That you like to visit. The one that that stands out the most when you think about the ones you visited.
Yeah. The one that I was able to go in to visit, the Hilltop, because it's just like it looks just like it does on TV. I mean, it actually take your breath away when you first see the Hilltop.
Wow.
And you go there and see the fence, you drive, gates open up, you go inside, you got real animals. I mean, you have all that stuff. But my favorite location, if I'm not mistaken, I really like Terminus. Terminus I wish they would have pulled Terminus out a little bit longer just because.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a cool location. I think the creepiest scene was when they were all bent over the troughs and they were hitting people in the head with a baseball bat.
Yes.
And if I'm not mistaken, the camp will have one of those guests this year.
I think so. Okay.
I think his name, I believe it's Adam. Adam will be there this year with the camp.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
So Terminus. I love Terminus. Terminus was just a cool looking location.
I wish they would. I wish they would paint the words back up there just for the hell of it, man. Because I mean, that building, there's nothing there. Why not?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it's kind of a scary location. If you ever drive back up in there, it was like,
it's a bad neighborhood, that's for sure.
It is. It's a bad neighborhood, but I had to go at least down there and take some photos of it anyway.
I used to go on there all the time with Atlanta movie tours. You'll be all right. It ain't too bad. I wouldn't go at night. I mean, unless I had a few people with me, but
you got them bulletproof windows and tour bus.
Yeah.
Right.
We had to invest in those. We had a few incidents out there. So
oh man.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
That's funny.
Yeah, true. All right, guys, we'd like to thank our sponsors real quick. Walking Dead Harrelson, Auto Rats Plus, Water Tower Tours, of course, Abraham's Army, The Camp with Oscar, like we just talked about, Survive the Night. Also, Walking Dead Horror Nation. Walking Dead fans are amazing. Also, like to thank our Patreons. Christy, Casey, Dawn, and Linda. I'd appreciate y'all. Thank you, Mr. Brandon, for being here with us tonight. Anybody else?
Thanks, Brandon.
Yes, thanks,
thank y'all for letting me.
Thank you for being here,
We
buddy.
appreciate you. Thanks.
Thank you,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Appreciate
Y'all
it.
have a great night. See ya.
Thanks, everyone. See
Peace.
y'all.
Cool. See ya.